be aware of toxic people and elements in your life. There's probably a lot of damage that I've done to my body from eating a bunch of fast food, particularly the McDonald's shit. And occasionally I still buy that shit. But a lot less than before. Even soda. Relationships with certain people that I've given up. Some with whom I had many years of acquaintanceship. Possibly even you could call it friendship. Or maybe I thought it was friendship at the time, but no, now that I sculpted my definition of friendship, it wasn't it. That was not it. And for all these things, I could have said, "Oh man, I could have just bought this McDonald's because it's convenient." No, it's not that expensive. It's not that much. You know, just get an energy drink to pick me up. This person, they probably need a friend like me around so they could grow and so they could change their ways. Yeah, I'll just put up with them longer. Instead of saying, you know what, life is short. Let me enjoy it. I think it's comfortable now that now one of my highs, daily highs, is not having as many toxic elements and people in my life. Not having as many as I did before. And I'm able to maintain that sort of environment by saying, I have decades of life left in me. That's not a long time compared to the life of the universe, which is billions of years old. I'm just here for a blink of an eye, and I think of the hardships that I've been through the people the good people that I've met, the people that I could help out, the places where I can make a change or have an impact, and realizing that the biggest medicine, the biggest remedy, the biggest way to have an effect on these sort of environments is through capitalism. And by that I mean profits. Because let's say that it was your neighborhood, your community, your city, your country that needed just more people who were just genuine. And I think that the solution is as simple and as little as that, but it's so grand because I've just seen people just say, you know what, fuck the unfortunate, fuck the poor, fuck the sick, fuck the world problems, fuck all this shit. Let's get high, bro. Let's smoke some weed. Let's blaze up. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with smoking weed, but I find it comical when motherfuckers try to come at you or come at me and say, Do you know that that's hurting the environment? That you should be a vegan? That you should do this? You should do that? Climate change. Trump's a Nazi. And don't you know this? You know, communism could work. Socialism could work. Tax the rich. Tax the rich, you know? And I've got to review the history of Sam Walton, the creator of Walmart, and the history of Colonel Sanders from KFC. Dudes that built their business into multi-million-dollar businesses, and for the KFC, for Colonel Sanders, and a multi-billion-dollar business for the Walton family. And to sum up their amazing paths, shit, man, they are not extraordinary. They are not amazing. They are simply focused. We're focused and determined to make it happen. Make it happen, man. And I believe that one of the stories with Sam Walton was, I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the managers at one of the stores had fired him because I believe that he was trying to start his store and work at a store, and he wasn't having it, so he fired him. And I believe Sam Walton came back and bought the fucking store, fired his ass. But imagine if you would have, imagine if, how many fucking weak ass bitch motherfuckers are let their bosses tell them, oh, you do this that way, and you know, what do you mean think outside the box? Just follow the orders. And they plateau and they don't they don't design their own future their own way. They don't use capitalism. Capitalism effectively. And no, I'm not telling motherfuckers, hey, quit your job, tell your boss fuck you and leave. No, I'm not saying that. Because there's a few shops, a few businesses that I work for where I am thankful for the fucking greedy, disgusting, hypocritical bosses that have their own fucking agenda. Because that fuels me right now, because I know without a doubt that if I was to set up this camera at their shop or at their business, and they said, hey, let me take a break here and speak my mind, work on my channel here, I'll probably get some shit like, oh, you can't be saying that shit around here. You can't be saying that sort of stuff around here. It'll offend someone. Like, well, whose project is that for? Are you getting paid? Don't you know that you should be cold calling? Don't you know that you should be working on something else? You should be doing names and butterflies. And I would be in the wrong. And there are times, and I was discussing with an acquaintance of his hardship to financial hardship of beating your own path. Man, but you've got to stay focused, man. You've got to. You've got to, because we're in America. We're in America. I'm in America. The year's 2017. People are making money. If other people are making money in the same field that you're in, the same product or the same service area, why can't you? Seriously, why can't you? And when you, I believe that when one will realize and accept the difference in quality control, marketing, advertising, networking, fuck, man, once they figure out those keys, then I believe the profits will come, the margins will be better, the customer flow will increase. But I can't simply just tell people, alright guys, I'm selling art prints here, I'm selling shirts here, buy them. Or I could just say, we draw something like this, just draw a stick figure. And then say, I really want this to be my dream, I really want to be a fashion designer, I want to be, what's that fucker's name? Marc Jacobs. I want to be, what's the guy from American Apparel? I believe it's Don Chevy, is it? I forget his name. I want to be, the next FUBU guy. I want to be Damon John. No, I want to sell Rockaware. And someone say, yeah, but you know what? It's you don't understand. It's hard to get into. I'm not a rapper. I'm not an artist. I don't have that sort of capital. Check out the CEO of Under Armour. His struggle. Badass motherfucker, man. He could have quit. And I suggest you check out some of his speeches. His speeches and the direction of where Under Armour is going. I am surprised. I'm probably not going to buy that shit because it's going to be expensive and I'm not into athletics like that. But if you're an active motherfucker that's into sports, into calorie burning, watching your fucking fat intake and shit like that, heartbeats per minute and all sorts of other shit, check out his speeches. What he holds, what he plans to do with the Under Armour. Fucking, as far as I know, Nike's not on it. This was basically one dude who took on the other fucking giants: Adidas, Puma, Reebok, and king of the fucking jungle, Nike, man. Even me, for someone to tell me, hey dog, I know you could make sports apparel, I would think, fuck, Nike, damn, they got Jordan. Fuck, man, that's the only thing that's the main thing that will come to mind. Man, they got Jordan. But just be aware of people that will attempt to tell you that's not possible. It can't be done. What's that for? That's not a real job. That's a waste of energy. You should be doing something else. You should be married by now. You should be having kids. You should marry the first bitch that comes across your path that tells you she likes you. You should settle down. Fuck that shit. But be aware of those things, man, because I believe that when one is honest with yourself and honest with the world, things will fall into place. You may get extra headaches, but things will fall in place naturally. It may be hard, but man, the rewards, man. The rewards.